Imagine strolling through a garden. The air is fresh and the scent of earth and leaves fills your senses. You feel a gentle breeze on your face and the world seems to slow down, inviting you to take a moment to reflect. It's a beautiful day. Birds are singing, their melodies weaving a symphony of nature. The sky is a brilliant blue and the sun bathes everything in a warm golden light. The sun is shining. But instead of flowers, this garden is filled with ideas. Each sculpture you pass represents a concept, a thought, a piece of the vast puzzle of human knowledge. Each idea is a stepping stone in a grand journey of human understanding. As you walk, you step from one idea to the next, each one building upon the last, creating a path through the landscape of the mind. Our journey today takes us through the fascinating landscape of logic, where we'll meet three brilliant minds, Aristotle, Hegel, and Einstein. These thinkers, though separated by time and space, are connected by their quest to understand the universe. Each of these thinkers, separated by centuries, grappled with the fundamental question, how do we understand the universe? Their answers, though different, have shaped the way we think about the world and our place in it. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, gave us the first formal system of logic. His work laid the foundation for centuries of philosophical thought and scientific inquiry. His ideas became the bedrock of Western thought for centuries. Aristotle's logic was a tool for understanding the world, a way to make sense of the chaos and find order in the universe. Centuries later, Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, a German philosopher, picked up the torch of logic. Hegel's approach was different. He saw logic not as a set of static rules, but as a living, breathing process. He saw it not as static rules, but as a dynamic process. For Hegel, logic was a way to understand the unfolding of history and the development of human consciousness. He called this process the dialectic. The dialectic was a method of understanding the world through the resolution of contradictions, a way to see the dynamic and ever-changing nature of reality. Then came Albert Einstein, the revolutionary physicist who turned our understanding of space and time upside down. Einstein's theories challenged the very foundations of logic and forced us to rethink our most basic assumptions about the universe. His theory of relativity challenged our intuitive grasp of the universe and forced us to rethink the very nature of logic itself. Einstein showed us that the universe is far more complex and mysterious than we had ever imagined. Join me as we walk this path, exploring how these great minds, each in their own way, unraveled the mysteries of logic and its intricate dance with the universe. Together, we'll delve into their ideas, their struggles, and their triumphs, and see how their work continues to shape our understanding of the world today. Aristotle, the father of logic, approached the world with an insatiable curiosity. He was not just a philosopher, but a pioneer who sought to unravel the mysteries of human thought and the natural world. He wanted to understand how we think, reason, and arrive at the truth. His quest was to decode the processes that govern our minds and the universe, his weapon of choice, logic. Aristotle's method was to use logic as a tool to dissect and comprehend the complexities of existence. Aristotle believed that the universe operates based on fundamental principles of reason. He saw logic as the underlying structure that holds the cosmos together. He developed a system of logic based on syllogisms, a kind of logical argument that uses deductive reasoning to reach a conclusion. This system was revolutionary and laid the groundwork for future intellectual endeavors. Here's a classic example. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man. Therefore, Socrates is mortal seems straightforward, right? Yet this simple structure is the essence of logical deduction. This simple syllogism demonstrates the power of deductive reasoning, a cornerstone of Aristotelian logic. It shows how we can derive specific truths from general premises. Aristotle's logic, with its emphasis on clear categories and deductive reasoning, provided a powerful framework for understanding the world. His work influenced not just philosophy, but also the development of science, mathematics, and even language. It formed the basis of scientific inquiry for centuries and continues to shape our thinking today. From the ancient scrolls of Aristotle to the modern laboratories of today, his logical principles remain a guiding light. The legacy of Aristotle's logic is evident in the way we approach problems, construct arguments, and seek knowledge. His contributions have transcended time, influencing countless fields and fostering a culture of critical thinking and rational analysis. Indeed, Aristotle's foundation of logic is not just a historical artifact, but a living, breathing part of our intellectual heritage. Now, let's fast forward a few centuries to meet Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Hegel saw the universe and logic itself as a constantly evolving dance of ideas. He believed that understanding comes from the interplay of opposing ideas, a concept he called the dialectic. Imagine a debate, a conversation, a constant push and pull between different perspectives. In Hegel's view, this back and forth is what drives knowledge forward. We start with a thesis, an idea. This thesis inevitably encounters its antithesis, an opposing idea. From this clash emerges a synthesis, a new understanding that incorporates elements of both. Think of it like a spiral, constantly moving upward, each loop building upon the last. This dynamic process, Hegel argued, is how we make sense of the universe and ourselves. Now, let's jump into the 20th century and meet Albert Einstein, the man who shook the foundations of physics, and with it our understanding of logic. Einstein was not just a physicist, he was a revolutionary thinker who dared to question the established norms of his time. His work didn't just change physics, it altered the way we perceive reality itself. Einstein's theory of relativity introduced a radical idea that space and time are not absolute but relative, depending on the observer's frame of reference. This was a groundbreaking shift from the Newtonian view, which held that space and time were fixed and unchanging. Einstein proposed that the fabric of space-time could bend and stretch, influenced by the presence of mass and energy. This mind-bending concept challenged the very foundations of Newtonian physics, which had reigned supreme for centuries. Newton's laws had provided a framework that seemed to explain the workings of the universe perfectly. But Einstein showed that this framework was just a special case, applicable only under certain conditions. His theories opened up a new realm of possibilities, where the universe was far more dynamic and interconnected than previously thought. Imagine two people observing a train moving at high speed. One is standing on the platform, while the other is a passenger on the train. Their experiences of the train's motion will be fundamentally different. A person standing on the platform will perceive the train's length differently than a passenger on the train. To the person on the platform, the train might appear shorter due to the effects of relative motion. Meanwhile, the passenger on the train will see the platform and the outside world as moving past them. This difference in perception, Einstein argued, is not an illusion. It's a fundamental aspect of reality. He showed that time and space are intertwined in a four-dimensional continuum, and that the passage of time can vary depending on the speed at which one is moving. This was a radical departure from the idea of a universal, unchanging time. Einstein's relativity didn't invalidate previous physics, it expanded it, showing that the laws of physics hold true in all frames of reference. This means that while Newton's laws are still valid, they are just a subset of a larger, more comprehensive framework. Einstein's work unified the concepts of space and time, providing a deeper understanding of the universe's underlying structure. This revolutionized our understanding of the universe, demonstrating that logic itself can be flexible, adapting to different circumstances. The implications of Einstein's theories are profound, affecting everything from the way we understand gravity to the nature of black holes and the expansion of the universe. His work paved the way for modern physics, influencing countless discoveries and technological advancements. In essence, Einstein's theories remind us that our quest for knowledge is an ever-evolving journey, where each new discovery reshapes our understanding of reality.